Welcome back to Crusnik Sanctuary in Final Fantasy XIV Endwalker. Crusnik X here, along with Arya Stormborn, Baron Boop Boop, who's still AFK, Lord Fyrax.
I'm here.
Hey!
Hey, he's here. And Tenma Sabeda.
Fuck.
The story so far.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah!
All in.
Okay, now that we've just become pretty much basic bitches, let's move on. The story so far. So, a couple episodes ago, we finished our investigation in Thavnair. We returned to Sharlayan to conduct the Sharlayan side of the investigation regarding the Forum and their stubbornness to do anything of import. Unfortunately, fortunately we made our way to the Numenon. The Numenon? What the fuck? No. Anyway, we've been poring over tomes for a bit, so let's get on with it and talk to Alisaie and complete the next quest in our endeavor: a seat at the last stand.
I like the Last Supper.
Ready for a tea break, Chris? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around a bit. You know the last stand down at the harbor, don't you? Come and meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you to their coffee. It's quite good. Alright, let's roll.
Yeah, there's the crystal somewhere. Okay.
I will join you two in just a moment. I'm gonna go get... Actually, no.
You won't join us?
No, I was going to stop and grab the rest of the Gaja skin gear that I have, but then I realized that I'm probably not. Probably don't need it. Going south. Alright. As busy as ever, I see. How very Sharlayan that no other gourmet cafe has sprung up to compete for customers. Actually, this crowd gives me an idea. Before we place an order, why don't we ask a few questions and gauge the mood of the city? I'm interested to hear what the average citizen has to say about the Telophoroi. We might even learn something new. Worth a try, don't you think? Alisaie is now accompanying you. Keep her at your side. Okay.
Yeah. We know how this works out.
Alright, let's talk to this guy.
Not even gonna try, huh?
Perondier? What is it? Can a man not enjoy a moment of private respite? If you're looking to share a table, then I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. You misunderstand, sir. We were simply wondering if you knew of the Telophoroi. These enemies of peace have promised an end to all we hold dear and... Wait. You're that House Levelier girl, aren't you? And this man with you is obviously a foreigner. I'd heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge their barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've naught to say to the likes of you. Well, I must apologize. 'Twas foolish of me to expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come, Chris. What a prick.
Yeah.
Alright, let's talk here. Yes? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. Pray, excuse the interruption, but we were hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telophoroi and their unconscionable plans. My goodness, if it isn't the young Miss Lavalier. My apologies, but I work in the offices of the Forum, and if word reached Master Fortunal that I was helping you... I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. No luck so far. Let's talk to Dickon.
This kid's going to end well.
Welcome, sir.
Oh.
What can I offer you today? Wait. Is that Mistress Alisaie I see there? My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Meet Dickon, the owner of the Last Stand. I used to frequent his cafe on occasion, in between lessons at the studio. That seems like an age ago. I remember hearing that you and Master Alphino had set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip about your father disowning the pair of you. Everything all right at home? It's complicated. And I hadn't expected complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Lavalier. No matter how discreet Master Fortunal may have been, news of your family's doings never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? We have questions, and only Charlian has the answers. Tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything about an apocalypse called the Final Days? What? Like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And that's what you're here to find? Information on this apocalypse? Yes, whatever we can learn. Unfortunately, your patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. I wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? Yep. Then few will know your face. We should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. We've just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down the food, and you might just get the answers you're looking for. Not a bad idea. I hate to ask, but what do you think? Leave it to me. That's the spirit. Pay attention now, and I'll explain where each of these dishes needs to go. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting by the water's edge. The omelette is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. She's sitting at an outside table with a friend of hers. Behind them, you should see a Mikote gentleman. He ordered oven-baked lobster. Got all that? If you're not sure, just ask and I'll explain again. Good luck.
Okay, tea set.
Okay, hold up a sec. If I'm going to work as a server, I need to look somewhat the part. And as luck would have it, I have my craftsman's apron. Some striped gloves.
Okay, so the tea set is for...
Hold on. I got you.
Joke.
Good enough. If I had my butler's slacks and butler's gaiters, I would... Alright. Easy. The tea set is for the chatty group sitting on the water's edge. Which means...
This people, I'm assuming...
Yep. Oh my! My tea set! Lovely, thank you! The Telophor who? I'm sorry, I've never heard of them or their final days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. Now, if you want to hear about ritual arcane practices of the 6th astral era, common or esoteric, then I'd be happy to talk your ear off.
Okay, here's
Alright.
the
next is...
omelet.
The omelet is for one of our regulars, a Highlander by the name of Gisla. No. Finally! 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's dig in, no time to waste. What? The Telophoroi? Ah, yes. I remember seeing the name in the latest Gazette. That and some grand claim about the end of days. Same old senseless warmongering. When will these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood? Best stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support our decision to remain neutral. And last but certainly not least, oven-baked lobster. At last! The oven-baked lobster is mine! You have no idea how long I've scrimped and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish.
It looks amazing.
It does. The Final Days? This is the first I've heard of it. Although that would explain why my friend has been rushed off his feet. It must be a busy time to be a gleaner. A gleaner? You don't know what a gleaner is? They're collectors of a sort. Travel the world procuring things that we haven't got here in Charlian. Priceless books, unusual life specimens, and so forth. So named for those folk who trail after the reapers in the fields, picking up every grain which was missed. Aye, by all accounts, gleaning is a most meticulous and demanding profession. If these Telophoroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Why else would the gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. The carton loads in from the docks all day. It's never been this hectic before. Not like this. Good to know. Alright, time for a gear change. Good to have you back, old friend. Alright. Let's speak to Alisaie. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Easy and peasy. Interesting. They seem unaware of the final days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. If the Forum does have secret knowledge, then they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. In any case, thank you for playing the part so well. Here, that cup of coffee I promised. But let's enjoy our drinks somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. I could definitely hang out here a lot more. Alright. Here's Alisaie. Yes, this should do nicely. Out of the wind and out of sight. Voiced scene, maybe?
It does look like a nice cup.
Yep.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Charlian?
Yep.
Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy. to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
Oh my god, is she really contemplating that? If she becomes like Alphino.
Well, they are twins, I mean.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos.
Labyrinthos?
A vast complex beneath the island. Charlian is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual?
Yeah.
Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats.
Yep.
The gleaners answer to the forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a
Guess
clue as to
we're
what
going
the
on a
forum
field
is
trip.
planning.
Maybe. But the question is, how do we get in there?
Well,
We can't swim in there, so it's gonna have to be through this gondola, I bet.
that would be my guess.
For a moment, though, we need to take a quick break, because I feel like this next quest is going to be overlong. We'll be back with more. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitch or live from PlayStation, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are all the links you need. See you in the next one.